My man, welcome to another episode of this vlog. So I'm on the way to the gym now, and I just thought that I will share with you guys some of the events that happened throughout the week, and then give you guys a quick recap. And then as I slowly walk towards the gym, kind of contemplate about how my week has went, and then look forward for the gym session later on. Very interesting to go to the zoo, you know. I would say that one of the best takeaway I actually took away from the zoo itself was when I went to see the pandas. So we have like pandas called Kai Kai and Jia Jia in the Singapore Zoo itself. And then one thing I learned about them is that they mate only once like every year. So if you think about it, like Kai Kai and Jia Jia only mates throughout this whole year. That means they only see each other for 2 to 3 days and then they start mating. Which is very interesting to me because like we humans take like sex for granted. Like, we can have sex anytime we want, but like they have only each other to have sex with. I think Jia Jia is the female, so her reproductive cycle only occurs for 2 to 3 days a year itself. So that's when only like Kai Kai can go over and then have sex with her itself, which is like what? Like in the grand scheme of things, it's like you can only have sex like once a year. I mean, like what? Like it's very sad to know about this, and then make me more appreciative of what the zoo has been doing. You know, they actually have this lab called the Endocrine Research Lab. You know, where the endocrine system refers to taking like samples of their testosterones, and then taking, you know, like dealing with the biology systems of Kai Kai and Jia Jia, which is very good. You know, like they are conducting studies which can allow them to reproduce even more in the future, which, you know, pandas are getting extinct, so that's pretty sad. Another thing that happened recently was actually just last Sunday. You know, I was actually just driving out with my girlfriend to have a meal itself, and then I met with like a slight accident, which I think, you know, has already been settled. Hopefully, you know, we kind of agree upon each other to go on each other's paths. You know, so what happened exactly was that when I turned out from my car park itself, and then when I was trying to turn left, right, I met with an accident because the van was also trying to turn in also. So, you know, it was like a both party issue so I don't want to like comment too much about that. Yeah, so that's exactly what happened to me these past few days itself, and I'm just looking forward for this like gym session. Like, I mean, the last week of the mesocycle itself is the week whereby you can really put in the volume and the work, because you are already expecting a decrease in performance after that. So that's where the deload comes in to meet the adaptations that was required for this week itself. And then when recovery occurs, this way you will see the increase in performance for the start of the next mesocycle, whereby you can start slightly lower in the RPE scale, but yet still at an improved state itself. That's where I will see where the deload comes in. So this week can be considered more towards like overreaching a little bit more before deloading. I am very excited. You know, like today I have numbers that I don't intend to hit, but if I happen to hit them, then I happen to hit them. You know, it's not really gonna concern me if I hit them or not. So it's like 110 for four sets of 6 on the bar, and I am deciding if it feels good, I'm gonna hit 120 for 6 instead. You know, I'm just gonna like bang it out itself. Sometimes programming is just like a hit and miss. You know, you just program numbers in and then expect something good to happen itself. And I usually don't do this at the start of the mesocycle. You know, I don't want to like fuck everything up, to be crude a bit. But I'm just like seeing whether how much I can adapt from by increasing my volume a little bit. Increasing my intensity a little bit higher than it has to just see whether I'll be able to tolerate it. It's just the start of the end of the mesocycle, and I only have like one low body with 70 to 75% programmed and one more 80 to 85% programmed. So I'm trying to see whether, you know, I can tolerate the amount of volume before I actually deload itself. Okay, I'll see you guys at the gym. My man, I apologize just now because my battery ran out for my GoPro. So I'm back at home now and I just finished the workout and dinner with my dad at Bukit Panjang. We had something at the mixed vegetable rice store, which is the Cai Fan, which tasted amazing. And when you are bulking in Singapore, you should definitely go and try mixed vegetable rice Cai Fan, man, because Cai Fan all day. Now, I just want to talk about the workout just now. I did 4 exercises just now. So I squatted, I deadlift, I did an adductor exercise, inner adductor and outer adductors, and then I also did ab core wheel exercise. So squats felt generally okay, but I was actually shooting for 120 actually. Secretly, that was my number that I wanted to hit before I actually squatted. Uh, the first set of 110 felt really difficult. Like it didn't felt as smooth, but as you guys can see from the video, it actually looked quite smooth, and it didn't look like I had any struggle or sorts. But it felt really difficult in the head. That was really tough, and then I was thinking, ah shit, okay, never mind. Let me just snowball it, and then finish until my last set, and then decide whether I want to squat 120. Last set came, no freaking way, man. It was really hard, and I didn't want to do it at all. So finish off with 110. Then I did deadlifts for 150s for my sumos. Deadlifts are generally a okay exercise for me. Like I don't have much of an issue when I do deadlifts. Like I think maybe I'm genetically arranged in a way that my limbs are really suited for the sumos. Even when I trap bar deadlift, it was okay. But an issue will pop up when I do conventional because conventional always felt difficult for me. Like the best I ever put was a 170 for I think 5, yeah, and then that was very difficult, and then I decided not to do conventional ever again. So ever since that I put sumo, and my best numbers were 200 with a strap, and I'm hoping to hit that number again. So sumos generally feel okay for me, and I don't really much struggle in a way. Adapters. I don't know whether you guys can see from the footage itself. When I squat, right, my knees tend to buckle in. So I feel that it might be an adductor issue, not so much of my glutes and my hips, because I always feel that I always am able to do quite well with them, but maybe just that my adductors are not able to keep up with the tempo itself, which felt like I had to include an adductor exercise inside my routine to kind of build up the strong chain movement, so that when I squat, right, I can push up my knees. Having to say that my form is, of course, with all the cues inside and with all the adequate like mechanics of me thinking about it, like spreading the floor, screwing in my legs in when I go in, pushing against my tummy itself, whereby I'll breathe in, creating that intra-abdominal pressure to squat itself. Well, I think that would definitely help if I had an assistance of my adapters inside. Last but not least, I did some core exercises. I did 3 sets of 18 on the core wheel exercise. I really love that, I really love the exercise. At the start of the position, you can start to feel your rectus abdominis, which is your pecs, the 4 pecs. It's starting to work really, because like it's really in that position to be ready. And then when he stretches out, right, when you go down all the way, you kind of feel your transverse abdominis being worked. And then last but not least, the lower abs, you can really feel like the V line just like screaming to come out. And yeah, like that was a very good exercise also. So after that, I just took a walk around, the Pang Sua Park at Bukit Panjang, which it was a very relaxing walk. Like I really enjoyed myself just like chilling after that. Normally I don't tend to do a lot of stretches, especially after workouts itself. The walk really helped me, help me clear my head a bit. Like I was actually really like stressed out over like like the whole week itself, work, having the spectrum from having fun in the zoo all the way to meeting a car accident. So yeah, that walk really cleared my head, and then really helped me chill out a bit more. So I'm a bit more mellow, bro. Yeah, and yeah lor. So that's my day. Uh, I will conclude the vlog here. If you guys like the vlog, subscribe. Like the video, share the video. It's just really simple. Fitness lifestyle in the little red dot that I'm living in. If you guys are expecting something more right now, it's a bit hard for me, that's why it's very easy to do these videos which is very interactive, and I can just point shoot and then just like come up with content. But when I start to like include more of those like transition shots or drone shots, it might take more days to film. And yeah, I kind of like the schedule that I'm on, that I always make sure that I constantly upload first. I want to reach a place whereby I'm comfortable enough to keep going on and putting out more content, and people are liking like my style of content, and then I can work upon it. So yeah, like liking and subscribe actually is a very good indicator for me to keep putting out good content. And with that being said, my man, I see you in the next vlog.